So welcome to my dump, everyone. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Taya and this is Funfetti, my crazy kidcore sweets kawaii island. Today we are doing a to-do list video. We are going to build the gold core toilet cafe. We are going to build the dump. We are going to go get a coffee. We're gonna amiibo in all the Sanrio villagers, and we're gonna finish amiibo-ing back in meringue. It's a huge one. Hope you guys enjoy it. Let's get right into it. I'm ready. Do you like my outfit? The bows everywhere. That's the whole theme of this. But let's start with something light. Let's start with a gold core cafe. I have to correct myself every time. A gold core toilet cafe.
I need a gold core floor.
Ooh la la.
I'm a freaking hacker. I am a hacker. I am a hacker.
So after a little bit of searching on Pinterest, I found this inspiration pic for like gold core, and I really like the paths in it. I went over to Benjamin_Crossings stories and he had all the codes outlined, but I went ahead and screenshotted them and pinned them onto Pinterest. Let's go take a closer look at some of these codes. I think that I like a brick path. These gold bricks look nice, but I'm gonna save them. We're gonna test some things out. Okay, so here is the other gold brick. This one is very interesting. So we'll try them both out. They have different things about them that could work. The gold core toilet cafe is going to be right down here on this beach. I already started creating like a little area, but we're gonna take this all down and recreate it. Custom designs underneath, of course, and with flowers and that kind of thing. And it's going to come all the way up the side here. To begin this process, I'm going to clean up this beach and remove most of the coconut trees. I think that most of these coconut trees will actually return into the build, but I need a clean slate. I didn't want to do that. I need a clean slate. So I have two options for gold flooring here. This one I would say is a little bit more dull. And because it has these little like shiny spots in it, it makes it feel a little bit less realistic in actual practice. This color brings out the yellow tones of the gold. It feels more shiny. So I feel like I'm gonna go with this gold path for our area here. So this was a good test to run. And now to paint everything here gold. This is probably the weirdest thing that I've ever concocted in my mind to do. Realistically, this would be a disgusting place, but nobody's using the toilets, okay? The toilets have a glass over the bowl, so it looks like you're sitting on a toilet. But really, there is a glass layer, so it just feels like you're sitting on a regular seat. It just happens to have a toilet bowl underneath and pressure sensors so that when you stand up, it will flush behind you. It's an illusion. I'm not sure how good it would look if I just put gold like wherever I possibly could. Like maybe I could put fencing so that you wouldn't be able to tell so much that there was a hard line there. So now that we've covered the entire beach as much as we can with gold, let's put back all of these elements and see how it looks. I kind of liked this bench being visible, and now that I've put this arch in front, I'm kind of like, this area of the toilet cafe could go somewhere where it's not going to be blocking as much. Maybe this should be like framing his house. I think it's actually this tree that's blocking Lionel's house. There is something interesting over here that I would like to catch. I can't hear the game sound, so I don't know how this is gonna go. Oh, I got it! Oh, interesting. What is this? Amore ill. What? Eel. So this is more like a frame for Lionel's house, which I actually like a lot more. Hey everybody, it's VoiceOver Taya, and we are gonna go through this gold core toilet cafe build right now. I am so happy with how this turned out in the end, but it did end up being more of a restaurant than a cafe because I did add like a lot of the candlesticks, these golden plates. What is it called? Gold dining set, gold place setting. I think it's called a gold place setting. And near this arch here at the back of the restaurant area, I kind of meant for it to be like a bar or like kind of a cash area that you would go and like get your drinks, or like that's where the waiters would go back and like bring the stuff out of, you know, the kitchen area kind of thing. But it's just like an archway that's kind of decorative and becomes even more decorative as the build goes on, that leads you back towards Lionel's house on the peninsula. And I went back and forth a lot on the fencing in this area. I did want there to be like little sections of the wedding fencing, and then I also wanted to add in some of the frozen fencing as kind of an accent behind some of the wedding fencing, because all these gold colors are so similar in tone that adding the contrast is really kind of difficult. So I think that's where the frozen items and then these palm tree lamps kind of come in. And I did bring in a lot of like the celestial items. I ended up going to a treasure island at one point. After doing as much as I could with the inventory that I had taken a couple of treasure island trips to get a lot of gold items, but you forget about some of them. And so it wasn't a treasure island, it's an order bot that we go to here very shortly once I realized the items that I was kind of missing here and there. Of course, this island has many themes, one of which is chaotic or crazy core, as I've called it, which is like my own brand of I'm gonna do whatever I want on this island, which is why I have a toilet tunnel on this island and also a Janet Void from one of my favorite shows, The Good Place. So this is in the similar vein of just like crazy, chaotic themes that I might not necessarily do for an entire island, but that I would love to explore on this island. I guess you could call it like a little bit more experimental, but I really just think of it as being like a childlike playtime for my brain. On this island, I'm gonna do these 4 themes kind of contained, but not individual. What am I trying to say? I'm not spreading these builds out into like specific sections of my island. It's not like, oh, one corner is crazy core and one corner is kawaii and one corner is sweets. It's kind of like they all are integrated together, which might seem confusing, but I think it's distinct. When you come across an area that has this one theme, it's very like noticeable, and it's kind of like build by build that they go from like being crazy, being more kid core, that kind of thing. So it's almost time I kind of organized my thoughts on what items I needed from the order bot, and I headed over. This is a order bot island by Walty Wartooth on Twitch. I am a member on his channel, a subscriber as they call it on Twitch. I pay every month to have access to treasure islands that are not available on his public stream, and then also the private Discord, which does have a treasure island on it. If you would like to know more information on either treasure islands or order bots, I have so many videos on my channel. If you would like an updated like 2022 treasure islands and order bots and like how I use them, then leave a comment down below, because I'm interested in doing that kind of video. I just don't know if it would add that much to the videos that I already have out. So let me know if you would like an updated version of that on the channel. But anyways, back to the build. I did collect some different tables. I wanted like that Moroccan tray table, but it turned out that it wasn't that gold, and I only grabbed 2 of the cancer tables, so I'm kind of interspersing them, and I kind of like the variety that it gives anyways. So it was unintentional, but it was a happy accident. I feel like I should mention that there's very little rhyme or reason to the items that I've used to kind of decorate around the non-essential parts of this restaurant cafe area. Like, why is there a gold mining cart or a golden bunny just randomly there? It's because they're gold and they can be like restaurant decorations. What? Decorations. I also feel like at some point I'm gonna have to do like a nighttime tour of this island, because this area with all the frozen things and all of the other stuff that's kind of like illuminated would probably look pretty amazing. I haven't actually gone and checked it out at night, but I can imagine that. And speaking of golden decorations that don't make any sense, this little golden scarab beetle didn't really make a whole lot of sense, and I realized that I didn't have 4 of them, which is kind of what I needed to complete my whole thing. Or I needed 3, because I put one over here and then I put one on each of the columns on either side of this little bar area. And I just like the animation of the coins, and I also kind of like that you can't really interact with the coins when they're up there. So you're not going to be like running through them all the time. They're just kind of like a spinning element that is also gold. So the Gold Core Toilet Cafe, which actually became more of a Gold Core Toilet restaurant. I just really love how this whole area works together. Like, you have the toilet tunnel to the left, which also has like kind of a tunnel with some plain party lights arches. So, you know what? I think Lionel almost loves tunnels as much as he loves toilets. So that is one thing from our to-do list checked off. The next item that I have on my list is the dump. So let's go over there and start working on it. Down the luxurious toilet tunnel. So if you actually just come out to the side here, I think I will close that off eventually. And this dump will be one of the first areas you can explore when you wake up from the dream. And we're basically just gonna load this up with trash. The whole thing. And actually, okay, I'm gonna remove this stuff too. I am gonna put another area over here. Let's start up construction. I have so many ideas, and we're gonna go into speed build mode for this. Let's do this. All right, everybody, moving on to the dump. Dun, 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 dump. First, I wanted to do a little bit of planning around resident services. To the right, where I'm kind of laying down some pathway here, I want to make a little workshop area. I've done this on islands before, and I love to have an area that has like a warp pipe, a storage shed, a mirror, a place to get changed, a crafting bench, all of that stuff all contained in one little area, so that I can just get like a lot of stuff done in that little spot and warp back to it whenever I need to. Also like it to be a kind of area that's far away from my house, so that when I'm getting ready for the day, I can kind of warp over there, do all the things that I need to do, go to the shops that are hopefully close by, which they are in this case. I think it's just going to be perfect, and I'm really excited about it. And also, as you saw, I added a little bit of terraforming right behind resident services, and that is so that I can add an incline up there and kind of make it a little lookout to the Mary Poppins neighborhood. So I just preemptively put in that bit of terraforming, and then I got started on the actual dump, which I want to put corporealite or coprolite, I think they're called. Basically the poop fossil. I am going to put that in the dump because we're right beside the toilet tunnel. It's a dump. Haha, get it? Poop. Funny. Am I 2 years old? Actually, 2 years old is probably too young to even understand what I'm talking about. Am I 8 years old? Yes. Anyways, back to the dump. Take number like 17 because I keep getting really weird. Okay, I'm building a dump. It's gonna get weird. Just be prepared for me to not know what the heck is going on. There's a lot of cardboard boxes. There's a lot of like trash elements in this area. Tire stacks, garbage bags, like fly models, poop, like a mop for some reason because it kind of worked. I also like using like the utility poles because it made it a lot taller, and placing garbage bags on top of the stacked cardboard boxes added a lot of height as well. The can items, I added of course some scattered papers around to kind of add a little bit of a trashy vibe. And I did manage to fit a truck into this area as well, which I think added even more because of course you're gonna have vehicles that are moving the garbage around, dropping off the garbage, and maybe even just a broken down one that just happened to be sitting here. We had our first item that ever popped in on this one. I can't remember exactly where it is, but look forward to that. Yes, Funfetti is already getting laggy. I feel like my last island being Japanese City was really preparing me for islands that have lag, and it did not bother me. I don't know why it didn't bother me though, because on every other island when I start to get lag, I start to get frustrated with my island. Is as a natural just course of progress on the island, the lag starts, I start to get tired of it. But that didn't happen on Wabi Sabi, which is interesting. And now I feel like I'm even more prepared for when my island does start to lag. It doesn't bother me at all. I'm like, you know what? I don't need to run places. I can walk slowly. I can enjoy the scenery as I walk around my island. The only thing that was a bit tricky with this build was to try to make it look like the garbage was actually stacked. So placing things on a half square away from each other was really important, but also like not being afraid to use way more garbage bags than I thought that I needed. Even though it looks like a repetitive item, or it feels like it would look repetitive, it adds to that like trash vibe, of course, because there's trash cans. But basically all there was to building this entire area was just put as much trash on offset tiles as possible, and then dropping little items here and there also made it look really trashy. And I used the rope fence and we were done. So welcome to my dump, everyone, complete with literal dumps. I love the height that's created with utility poles, also like the stack of cardboard boxes with the trash bags on top, and the truck. Let's check it off the list. It's time to get out of construction mode and do a little cleanup. I think I already talked to Kix today, I'm pretty sure.
Let's put everything away.
I didn't even talk about the fact that I just have braids now on Funfetti, and I feel like hair is a certain way that I can change my character. There's not a super obvious change of my base character style, and there are so many hairstyles that choosing one that suits your island's theme is kind of a nice way to like enhance your experience of that theme. Just like custom outfits, but for your head. I haven't shown you the map for Funfetti in a little while. Here is what it is looking like. Ooh, I like it. So many giant builds on Funfetti. Another thing that I kind of wanted to show you on Funfetti, I went through my inventory and got out everything on Wabi Sabi that was still in my inventory that I could also use on Granola, which is my next island that I will be restarting on the other Switch. So yeah, there are a lot of items over here. Oh, and a sneaky little fossil spawned up here. I want to say that I took like 7 trips back and forth, and then I also added to it with some items from Funfetti storage, which would work for Granola as well. So yeah, we have a lot of items that spill down onto this first level as well. I actually really wanted to do the kawaii castle today. I really wanted to get the castle started, but there's no way that I can now because this whole area is just completely covered until I start Granola. We're pretty much stuck like this. Okay, I found my 4 fossils and 2 little gyroids and some money in the ground. So we've dug up everything that needs to be dug up. I really like to stay on top of that stuff. Not that very many more spawn, only 2 additional fossils spawn. But if I'm playing for the day, that's something that I like to take care of because finishing the fossil area of the museum means that I just bury some fossils at the back of my island so more don't spawn. Oh, I had that eel to donate too. Do you have any of these? All right, let's go get a coffee and then we can check this item off the list real quick and we'll head over to Harv's Island. Oh my goodness, we got Jambette here. What an eventful time at the Roost. Look at this. That's so cute. Oh, it's so cute. Some mornings I enjoy a cup of black tea, but this is a coffee morning for sure. It's time to get motivated. Oh, coffee's $200 a cup. I will take it. Please offer me pigeon milk. Oh, I get sad when he doesn't offer me pigeon milk. I know it's disgusting, but like, I want it in every coffee. Nothing like a fresh cup of hot coffee to warm my whole body. Yay, thanks, Brewster. Good to see you. Good to see all of you. Oh my gosh, such an eventful trip to the Roost right now. What the heck? Ooh, a Roost sable cookie. Yay. Oh my gosh, so cute. Bye. Let's head over to Harv's Island. Excuse me. Oh, I'm really torn. I am really torn. But I love Judy and she's not going anywhere. Okay, she's really thinking. I kind of want to talk to her. If she's asking to move out, I'm going to be really torn and not know what to do. Oh, some folks call you Lollipop and I think it's a fabulous nickname. I do want to talk to them whenever they're thinking because I love it when they change their catchphrase and they like give you a nickname and that kind of thing. So I find that going to Harv's Island is definitely the easiest way to amiibo in all the Sanrio villagers. So let's head into Photopia. Is that the name of his house or is that the name of the entire island? Let's get him in here. So there they all are, and once you've done that, you can go into Nook's shopping and you can see all of the Sanrio items, which are going to be a huge help to just have them available to me at all times, especially like decorating my house and that kind of thing. I want these boots so badly. So that was one item that I had been putting off doing for a very long time, so we could check that off too. All right, now that that is done, let's head back over to the island, and I just want to take care of one more thing. So I have with me Meringue's itty bitty tiny little amiibo card, also very chip nail polish. I have done 2 days already of amiiboing her in, so today is the day where she will finally ask to move in. And I'm very excited to have the final roster. Let's go to the campsite. And look how cute the forest looks with a campsite villager in it. I just love it. Hello, my dear. A natural garden table? Yeah, I can do that. Natural garden table coming right up. Wow. Oh, she had a coffee and now she's got a sandwich. Here it is. The natural garden table that you asked for. I had souvenirs handmade for me here, but I haven't done anything to return these folks, Shortcake. Maybe I could find a way to contribute if I moved here. That's a great idea. Thanks for making me feel welcome. Hopefully resident services here feels the same way that you do. If they don't, I will break their kneecaps. I mean, try to convince them. Sorry to keep you waiting. I checked with resident services, but the news wasn't good. There's no more room for any new homes to be built right now, and the homes already standing are all occupied. Maybe I should check around to see if anyone here is planning on moving out. Worth a shot. So I am gonna ask Muffy to leave, and I realize that once Muffy leaves, we will have no duplicate species on this island, which is kind of nice. I don't think I've ever had that before. I've always had at least one duplicate species. Your instinct was right. I asked and Muffy was already planning to move away. Really? Because she literally never asks. Can't wait to be a part of the community here. Little do you know, you already were and I'm just bringing you back. So Muffy should be in boxes now. Let's go say goodbye to her, talk to her one more time before she goes. Oh, Muffy was a great starter for this island though. I'm really glad that I had her at one point because a lot of people really like her, but I never got to know her, so I didn't really know how special she is, and she's really special. Hey Muffin, glad I caught you. I haven't had a chance to tell you, but I'm moving out. Funfetti's gonna be way less awesome starting tomorrow. Kind of hard to believe. Anyway, it was super rad getting to know you, Nightshade. Make sure the others misbehave. All right. Meringue is back! Yay! There she is! She's back! So sweet of you to check in on me. I'm glad you encouraged me to go ahead and move in while I was staying here at the campsite. I still have some unpacking to do, but I should be done by tomorrow. Let's catch up then, shortcake. Yay! She's back! And now, Funfetti has its full list of villagers. Stinky and Sid and Jambette are definitely the odd ones out with their like more saturated colors, but I feel like we need them for that chaos vibe. Thank you so much everybody for watching today. I hope that you enjoyed today's video. We were able to get a lot done on Funfetti. I love doing to-do list videos because it's like, I'm just playing the game and being productive, but we get a couple of small builds done. Let me know what your favorite part was down below in the comments, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye everybody.